really break it.
Stop! Danger! Don't go! Bad bird! Hanging from a branch, with its wings spread wide and a terrible squawk! Don't go!
Birds down here? What is it talking about?
Great big screeching bird! There it goes! It doesn't even hop down to see the buddies!
Blink, does she have any eggs to spare?
The hen gives you a panicked nod.
Pick my leaf. So there's bad guys, but that's to be expected.
Void, it is a shrieker.
Oh, shit. Key for him.
Lucky find.
And a note. What's the note say? Colleagues, it's come to my attention that some workers have been slacking off. This is unacceptable. The pace must be increased if we are to satisfy the Lady Dallas's bidding. Do not make me bring painful incentive into the equation. From Raymond. The page this note has been written on is covered in vulgar doodles that the caption suggests depict said Lady Dallas and Magister Raymond in some unorthodox ritual positions. Magister Crusade. Okay. Okay, so I've only got one charge left on one of my purge wands. So if I run into another, I don't know how I'm going to deal with it. Oh, single-handed. Yep. It's going to go to probably Red Prince. I don't like switching the physical armor for magic armor, but the single-handed and the initiative is too good to pass up.
The ruined beacon is covered in eternal runes, detailing the history of the people that crafted it. A history that is cut off rather abruptly. Despite centuries of neglect, the light still glows with the unmistakable brilliance of Source.
Alright, before... Oops. Let's gather up. I want to see... Pretty sure this is an exit over here. And I want to see where it goes. Interesting that I could hip scotch all the way over there. I'll have if Fane preemptively come over here for me. Actually, I could just save and have him walk outside and see what's there. Stuff. Whoop. Switch back to me. Put me in charge. Use the pyramid. Okay, cool.
More eternal relics, and more destruction. But if the other worked, then perhaps there is a chance.
What relic? I don't remember running into an eternal relic before. Game's making a lot of assumptions right now.
Before you lies the hulking, broken ruins of eternal technology. It's familiar, but after so long feels strangely alien
Oh,
too.
unless it's talking about the armory. Then that makes sense.
Despite the damage, you can make out the faint pulse of esoteric energy. A pulse that quickens as you approach.
Reach out and put my palms upon the stone.
As your palms press into the warm stone, you feel the depths of your being crack open. Your power flows from you into the relic. Yet a reverse current flows back into you with a new power. A different power. The stone warms and warms until it is suddenly too hot to touch, forcing you to remove your hands and step back.
Eternal armor could be very useful. Very useful indeed.
Before you lies the hulking, broken roof. Despite the damage, you can make out the faint...
So it said something about eternal armor. Unless it's something I can craft. Oh yeah, Armor of the Eternals. It takes any eternal artifact, any eternal plate, metal scraps, and 2 source orbs per. It's great and all, but where the hell do you find eternal artifacts? Not exactly just laying around. Okay. Activate my wings. Let's head over here. Punch this thing.
I'm ready. Prepare yourself.
The Magister wipes his blooded face with a grimy rag as he strides toward...
And you are?
Slide backwards in silence.
Good thing I didn't bother cleaning my blade yet.
Oh, come on. All because the Black Prince was the closest to the fucking name guy.
I'm ready.
Whatever, more experience, I think. What? How did I miss? He was right freaking there.
Your maker. I'll yield to none. Oh. I'm ready.
Okay, let's save and figure out what we just did. Let's retrieved the excavation book. We finally found it. The Etarian, a contingent of Geists and Whites, immediately seized it and shipped it to Dallas. The overseers speak of metals of Lucian to us all.
Inconceivable. This is eternal craftsmanship. I never held something so powerful.
Folding his arms across his chest, the Magister stares at you with baleful eyes. One by one, he points at the dead Voidwoken, the dead Magisters, the dead Silent Watchers. Then, he points at you.
Your end comes, sorcerer, just as it came for them and for me. Friedemann guided the excavation rightly. Soon, Dallas will use the Aetherin on you. And then you will be the sorcerer no longer.
Try to engage him in conversation. Atrian? What is he talking about?
He says nothing, only twists his lip bitterly as he echoes, pointing at the dead. Pointing at the dead, then pointing at you.
You're fine, don't tell me.
The spirit's memory, in its madness, dances in your mind. You are sensate, deaf and mute, but gifted with an unnatural ability. Dallas seeks you out and brings you here into the darkness. When the blindfold falls, Dallas bids you find and free a secret power. You close your eyes, and you feel the presence of a hidden truth. You point at it and open your eyes. You are pointing at Dallas. The hammer calmly bids you try again, then steps back into the shadows. You close your eyes once more. Now the vault before you sings to you. You raise your hand to it. It opens to your touch. From the vault, you take a sword. It's weightless, yet it feels extremely powerful. More powerful even than Dallas herself, and yet fragile. A hand falls upon your shoulder. A blade crosses your throat. Blood pours. Dallas whispers, "Good girl," and then all goes quickly dark.
Okay, what is this?
You recognize the design. The pedestal is from your own era. Empty now, it once supported something powerful. This was the resting place of the Aetherin, until it was torn free and borne away. If this is what Dallas was looking for, then she has claimed her prize.
This must be where the Magisters found the Aetherin. Over there, on the tables. Those are my people's tablets.
The tablet is marked on all sides with eternal runic inscriptions, but they look like they were hacked into indecipherability with a chisel. As your fingertips trace these mutilated runes, your eyes flicker closed of their own accord. You see nothingness, vast, dark, and empty.
Mystic, reach out with all my senses, all 6 of them.
You sense something ancient watching you, perusing you like a prison guard would watch a wayward ant scuttling across the floor of a cell. From within the endless emptiness, a strangely familiar voice hums into being and calls to you. Godwoken. Fane. You sense an interest within the cold voice addressing you. Beyond the interest, you sense fangs, voracious hunger, a bottomless appetite that no sustenance could ever sate. You see your life flash before your eyes, every memory flitting by like a moth's wings at a lantern. The vision reaches the present moment and diverges into multiple strands, impossible to keep track of. Your brain aches with the effort of trying to keep up with the intelligence as it sifts through your every potential future. You see salvation and destruction and every shade of existence in between. And all of a sudden, it's over. Blackness rises once more, just as it was at the start. Eternal darkness and you. An electric feeling pulses in your fingertips, and a force field of some kind pushes you away from the tablet.
It's active. Even after all these years, it's still active. Now, if only I knew what the hell it was doing.
The tablet looks the same, but you cannot touch it. An invisible force field of some kind prevents you from touching the mutilated runes again. The little rat squeaks up at you inquisitively, beady little eyes full of something approximating intelligence.
Are you a poet? Do you know it? Do I show it? I write a rhyme in my spare time. It's about a bird, but I need a word.
Say that it's just absurd.
He eyes you shrewdly, then sniffs with judgment.
Not what I was looking for. Now I'll bid you good day, boar.
Try again.
The little rat squeaks up at you inquisitively.
Are you a poet? I write a rhyme in my spare time. It's about a bird, but I need a word.
My heart is stirred.
He eyes you shrewdly.
Not what I was...
Okay.
The little rat.
Are you a... I write a rhyme...
That is Ferd.
He eyes you shrewdly.
Okay, fine. I'm assuming one of them is correct.
The little rat squeaks.
Are you a poet? I write a rhyme...
Cat is bird.
He eyes you.
Not...
The little rat
Are you a... I write a rhyme...
He's a nerd.
He eyes you.
Not...
I think there's only one more. Stop moving. I'm clearly clicking in game.
The little rat.
Are you a... I write a rhyme in my spare time. It's about...
Leave without a word. I want the repair hammer. Here's an eerie tablet.
Your fingertips burn so hot, it feels like they are melting. An energy seems to travel between the tablet and your hands, sparking knowledge directly into your mind, as if you're reading with your fingers. Looking down at the tablet, you feel the words inscribed there etched into your very marrow. One must rise. You feel a connection pulsing from the stone, a tether stretching back millennia. You hear nothing, but you can feel the screams. Then your fingers grow cold to the bone. Suddenly, you are just a person standing in a cavern, clinging to a stone tablet, as if it were a life raft. The tablet is...
Gotta finish double checking that all this stuff, that I've looted everything. I was here for a tablet of some kind, I thought.
The tablet looks the same, but you can't...
We're supposed to find the Swornbreaker tablet. Ah, must be over here. More source orbs and a book. Journal. What's it say? I don't like it here. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. There's something humming, some fell thing, something that claws around at the edges of my senses, worming its way in. to say I saw a glowing blue light, and it spoke to me. I turned to tell my friend, and he was not but glowing light too. When I screamed, he laughed a laugh so hollow and black I thought it was the end. I wish it was the end. Okay. Spirit of a canary.
I tried to warn them, but would they listen? I'm no canary, but I know bad news when I see it. And what do I get? Lying dead in a cage. Bugger 'em all.
Thievery's too low. Thievery's too low. Interesting. I need a lot more thievery than what I have. So you take it for me. Also, apparently I unlearned some ability that I lost access to, but I don't know what it is. Let us see. I don't rightly know what it is that I unlearned. Yeah, I don't know what it was. Oh, I almost forgot that we had leveled up. 1 to Constitution. 1 to Finesse. What did I want for this one? I think I'm going to start putting pointed to two-handed because warfare is 5% physical damage to anything that's physical. So is the two-handed also 5%, but I don't think it's to anything physical. I think it's specifically with abilities when using two-handed weapons. So I don't know if, say, my mosquito swarm is affected by it, but it also says I get a 5% critical strike modifier, so I'm going to do that right now. Doesn't look like it affected it. Ah, another point into persuasion. Luis gets to have 1 strength, 1 finesse. She can get dual wield. She gets to put 1 point to Lore Master. 1 finesse, 1 in intelligence. That's so we can keep equipping gear. I'm liking accuracy right now, just because sometimes I miss. I'm gonna put 1 point into that. He gets to have a point into Lucky Charm. Oh, I'm capped on bartering, huh? Okay. So I'm going to start putting... If I'm capped on bartering, then I'm going to put a point in thievery. No, that bartering might be because of gear. Oh no, I'm getting it because of the thrifty talent. Yep, so, thievery. Yeah, I'll keep going with ranged. 1 point to intelligence. One point to finesse. Okay, let me save, so I don't have to do that again, in case whatever happens in the next minute is something I don't like.
My word. An actual eternal memory bank. Damaged, certainly. But
You stare at the artifact in amazement. Even though it's broken and suffering from centuries of neglect, there's no mistaking it for what it is. Eternal technology. Looking close, you see that it may be broken, but it's not dead. Its ancient hunger calls to you. It yearns for source.
I reach out and touch the relic.
As your fingertips brush the cool stone, you feel the depths of your being crack open. Your power flows from you into the relic, yet a reverse current flows back into you with a new power, a different power. A sharp electrical shock repels your hands from the stone and sends you staggering backwards.
a recipe to craft Mask of the Shapeshifter? Well, that's disappointing.
Because we already know it. Oh, dead magistrate. With a rusty key.
Hurry, she said, so I hurried, and hurried some more, tore me skin and muscles to shreds and got all but buried alive for the effort.
Implore him to slow down. Who is she?
Dallas, who do you think? She's a smart cookie, but she's gotten careless since that new advisor's been twisting her ear. Faster, we're getting close. Easy for her to say. She might be called the Hammer, but I never saw her walloping away at the rocks.
Note Dallas's impatience. What was she looking for?
I don't know exactly what it is, but I know it's called the Aetherin. Supposedly sucks the source out of anything and anyone for good. All I ever found were glowing gems and baubles, though. We'd show her the lot, and every time she'd look at that swaying shadow of a man at her side, that Vreedeman, and he'd shake his head like we'd brought them a pile of rubbish. If you ask me, he's a venomous cobra. The other Reds are taken in by his eloquence, but all I hear are silver-plated lies.
Ask if any of these doodads they found included a tablet of some kind.
Maybe. I honestly don't know. I'd bring her an armful of shimmering rocks, and she'd whisper to Mr. Creepy Cloak about eternal this and stuff that. I'll just wait here then.
Wonder if I can open that chest now. Yep. Shocker, there isn't anything of value in it. That damn thing again. That's weird. Ooh.
Magisters. What are they up to?
Alright. Let's do this.
The Magister looks you up and down with utter dispassion.
You should not be here.
Strength persuasion. But I growl that I have as much as right to be here as anyone. If she feels otherwise, then she'd be ready for a fight. Oh no. Produce Raymond's writ of passage and announce that they have every right to be here.
The Magister slowly shakes her head. To her, that writ might as well be your death warrant.
Intruder! You shouldn't have come here, scum. Die!
I'll yield to none.
Whirlwind, yes. I just realized these aren't dogs, they're people. I thought they were just sticking metal bits in their dogs.
Greet the Reaper for me.
The spirit of a white magister scowls at your presence.
Get away from me, sorcerer! Filth!
What's going on here?
You'll get nothing out of me. Nothing.
I'll consume her spirit and consign her to oblivion.
What? No, wait. I'll tell you. We had orders to bring down the wall. They thought there was more to find beyond it. That's all I know, I swear.
Smile and thank her, adding that I'm not able to consume spirits.
What? You bloody lying cur! I hope this cavern buries you alive!
So you want me to consume your spirit? You know, getting conflicting things here. Mine. Ooh, upgrade for Luis. Upgrade for Luis. Oily book. Let's read it. Notes on automated oil barrel creation. The only thing that will save my life is the knowledge that those order puppets don't have yet. At least I hope so. Machine restart sequence. Ember, sapphire, emerald. There's also an image of a garnet at the bottom marked with the big red X. So ember, sapphire, emeralds, and garnets. I don't know if that's a
Yes, I know what I need to do now.
color system. Tablet of the Gods. Or Tales of the Gods.
Impressive. A barrel filling machine for the oil, I believe.
This invasive earth tongue mushroom migrated from the isolated peaks of youthful Gore and has slowly crowding out the native mushroom species. However, this badly translated recipe explains how to squeeze out it into a potion bottle, insisting this nuisance some redeeming qualities.
That's a lot of firepower to stockpile in one place.
Okay, save in case something bad goes on. Presto.
Oh, heavens. It's eternal. It's one of our votes.
Save again.
Your footsteps fall into a heavy rhythm, like a pickaxe striking stone. A dozen pickaxes working in labored unison. Your hands feel empty. Why isn't there a pickaxe in them, joining the crew? The steady rhythm of the pickaxes is drowned out by a sonorous growl.
Look around for signs of anyone.
There's no hint of life anywhere. Only the noise, only the heat.
Admit that I focus on the sound.
A hot breath spills across your shoulders from high above. In that heat is a memory. A dwarf yearning to dig, unable to stop. The archaeologist led his crew for months, digging for a beast's bones. His empress needed them to forge a set of armor. A single sharp claw pierces your soul and twists. Something jagged fills your hand, a potent rune of fire.
This small token is a promise of greater things to come. Bind the armor set together once more, and be rewarded. You must wander far to find more of the armor. Travel to the Nameless Land, and follow the symbols of the dragon worshippers.
As the voice fades from your ears, a sigil appears in the air above you, a flaming arrowhead. The armor you bear surges with a cold pulse in response, seeking your attention. The spirit keeps glancing back. A difficult task since his shoulders are tense as iron. How can I help? The dwarf's shoulders sag in relief when he sees you.
Thank you, friend. Couldn't scarcely think before you took me back to that place. Name's Rufus, former dig site chief and archaeologist. Currently a dead dwarf. At your service.
Show my surprise, he's very calm for being dead.
Being dead's not very special. I'm more impressed he can talk to me.
How'd he get involved with this dig site?
Oh, involved is an interesting way to put it. Bit of a story. But I suppose you got time? Damn cursed armor. Who strings a pile of bones together and lets it eat people?
Good to know that's what's waiting for me.
The chronicler winces, then tries to hide it by standing up straight.
Empress paid me to dig up the bones of a dragon called the Devourer. Said they were the key to her ascension or something. I found what she wanted. She made them into armor, and when she wore it, well, said the beast started talking to her. Guess when bones start talking, it's better to leave. But the next thing I know, I'm a soul chained up to a pair of shoes. Suppose that'll teach me to be greedy, eh?
Does he have any idea how to escape the armor?
I wish I knew. Would love to be in the hall with the rest of my kin. But I'm a man of action, not magic.
Take my leave. Talk to the Chronicle now.
The spirit keeps glancing back. How can I help?
Cool.
After all this time, I never thought I'd walk our halls again.
Oh, there's an eternal artifact.
It is immaculate. There is no trace of the filth that has infected this world.
Now, this is more like it. That barrier could resist the great acorn itself.
Diary. Here begins the account of Wolfram, lead archaeologist. Captain Arias tells me there may be something worth excavating in this curious cave. I have hired a gaggle of locals with shovels. They insist this cave is haunted, but it's amazing the ghosts you can chase away with a heavy purse of gold. The next day, incredible, I've never seen craftsmen like this. Was it a tomb? A temple? The pillars to the seven suggest some religious purpose. There's more, hidden behind a barrier. The workers are grumbling again, but I'm an expert on the undead. If their ghost was real, I would know. Idiots. The workers claim I've been meddling with the gods. I only took a small chip from the pillar. I had to test it somehow. And now they've sealed me down here. Nothing left but to examine the columns and hope they return. Each of the seven seems to be tied to an element or a trait. Rallic is earth, Duna is air, Tyr Condelis is blood, Zoltisa is fire, Rigor is muscle. What? Muscle? So, warfare. Santeza is mind, and Amadea is magic. I don't think I'm alone. I'm sure I've heard a voice as I slept, but I couldn't make it out. It was faint, an echo almost. The next day is it's real. Whatever it is, it's real. The Guardians help me.
What a way to die, down here in this darkness. Poor soul.
Our shield speaks. Ask away. She indeed.
Pillar of Tyr.
Do mortals really call him the poet? I have seen better meter scrawled on outhouse walls. Lord Duna, short and proud. And you passed those traits on to your people. Oh, the poor creatures.
Blessed Solstice, an elegant god for our elegant people.
Rallic, the first of the seven. He was as bullish as Vrogir, in his own way. Ah, Lady Santezza. You were the only one of the seven that could take a joke. Lord Vrogir, a champion of martial challenges, less so of mental challenges. Lady Amadia. Well, that wasn't right.
So whatever it is, it's some kind of pattern. Here in the underground darkness, Wolfram heard voices in his sleep. Rallic was earth. Link to kill. I bet you I'm a simple guy. Maybe this is like something like alphabetical order based upon either the names or the names of the gods themselves or by the elements. So if it's by names, as an example, Amadea would be first. Actually, the fact that Relic isn't even or Amadea is up here kind of tells me that's true. No, I think she's last. What?
Lady Amadia. I never would have imagined we would be quite so close.
Okay. So either way, so we're gonna go off of the first letters of the names first. We need Duna next. It's on the other side. Nope. Yeah, here it is.
Lord Duna, short and proud. And you passed those traits on to your people. The poor creatures.
Let's see here. Zroll is going to be last. Oh my god, I need to think of what the freaking last. X, Y, Z. So he's going to be second to last. Sorrel is last. So it should be Rollick, Tyr Crendulus, Virog, Zantiza, then Zroll. So Rollick's next. I think he was on the other side. What? Come here. Yeah, there's Rollick. What? Then it's Tyr. Alrighty. Okay, sure. It should be.
Lord Vrogir, a champion of martial ladies and...
Blessed Solstice.
Well,
An elegant god for our elegant...
Okay, so not alphabetical order based off the gods' names. So now we're going to go off of the element itself. Oh, maybe I'm just being dumb. He literally probably gave me the order. Rollick, Duna, Tyr, Zol, Vigor, Xantus, Amadio. Okay, so the first is Rollick. I'm going to separate my guys. So Rollick's first.
Rollick, I used to pray to you when I was young.
Followed by Duna.
Duna, the stoutest of the seven. No wonder the dwarves pray to him.
So Tyr Crendulus.
Tyr Sendilius, poet and patron god of the air.
Then Zorl, just person by me.
Lady Zol Stissa, I must commend you on your reptiles. Every one.
Okay, Vogr.
The god of the orcs, Vrogir.
Which we haven't seen any orcs or goblins. Zantiza. Then Amadio.
Lady Amadia. Well, that wasn't right.
Okay. So back with my original thing about alphabetical order based on the element. So Duna's going to be first. Then Tyr. Then Rollick, Sorrel, Amadea, Zantiza, Vogr. So Vogr's last. So let's start with Duna.
Duna,
Luna, the stoutest of the seven. No wonder the
Tyr.
dwarves pray to him. Tyr Sendilius, poet and patron god of the elves.
Rallick.
Rallick, I used to pray to you when I was young.
Zorl.
Blessed Solstice, an elegant god for our elegant people.
Then it's Amadea.
Lady Amadia.
Madia, sorry. Then it should be Xanatiza.
Xantetza, the goddess of mirth, worshipped by imps,
And then Vigor.
the god of the orcs. Rogue, well, that wasn't right.
Oh yeah, we didn't actually approach the shield.
This isn't the veil, but the technology looks curiously familiar.
I am a little stumped. Could be that literal? No. Must be something I'm missing here. Oh, there's something to interact with here. This probably gives me the answer.
The curious sculpture comes alive as you reach out to touch it. It thrones with power and throws flickering, dancing shadows against the walls. The carving is covered in eternal glyphs. They surround a gently glowing stone that makes you think of the night sky rolled into a ball.
I lean in to examine the glyphs.
You read, "Our first lords babes with power glowed, our seconds born in blood that flowed. Our thirds young to the wind return, our fourths to glowing flames adjourn."
Okay. So, this is probably a pattern. 1 second. Pad and paper for me. Very old school. Because it's talking about elements here, so. So it said first is power. Second is blood. Third was wind. Fourth was fire.
Our fifth lord's cubs with minds were blessed. Our sixths had brawn beyond the rest.
Fifth were minds were blessed. I'm just gonna think that's intelligence. The sixth had brawn, so it's probably muscle.
Our seventh's brood spread from earth to glen, and thus no king shall rise again.
Our seventh brood spread from earth to glen. What is that referring to? And thus no king shall rise again?
You step away from the pillar, your mind racing.
No king shall rise again? What happened here?
So, when it's talking about this, we know power. It's probably Amadia. Just referring to magic. We know Zol or Zorl Stissa is fire. Mind is Antiza. Xantiza. Duno is air. Tyr was blood. Yeah, so how I'm writing this out wasn't in any of the orders that we did earlier, so this is going to be end up being something different. Vigor was muscle, so I'm assuming he was just when they talked about Braun, that's who he was. And then it says Brood, Earth to Glen, so I'm assuming that's Rollick, which is makes sense that Earth spread about. Okay, so let's try this again. So Amadi is going to be first.
Lady Amadia. I never would have imagined we would be...
Then it goes Tyr,
Tyr Sendilius.
Duna,
The stoutest of the seven. No wonder the dwarves
Zorl.
prayed to Blessed Zorlstis. An elegant.
Xantiel, Xantiza,
Xantetza.
Boger with Rollick
God of
last.
the orcs. Vrogia.
Rallic, I used to pray to you when I was young.
Okay, let's save in case this ended up being something really bad.
It is still active, even after all these years.
What is it?
This is altogether too familiar.
The creature looks down from its perch, trembling. It crawled out of that sarcophagus as if it had forgotten how to move its limbs. It turns to you, and you see its face is covered by an intricate mask. From behind unmoving lips, you hear a creaking, groaning voice speaking in a language you feared you may never hear again.
Fane! No, it cannot be.
Bow slightly, never taking my eyes off her. Is she truly one of his people?
One of your people? No, Fane. I am an eternal. I cannot conceive what you have become.
Deep inside, you can feel Amadia stirring. Something about this has her unsettled.
You don't know, do you? You have no concept of what you've done.
Snap that I've done nothing but spend centuries suffering in a cell.
And it was more than you deserved. Our people are gone. Because of your war. Because of you.
The goddess inside you jerks violently. She's trying to take control. She's trying to speak through your mouth.
I'm gonna let the body of Amadia take over, let her speak directly to the Eternal.
Amadia surges forward, her essence filling your bones. When your mouth opens again, you speak with a voice that's not quite your own.
Aetira, Aetira. I had hoped to see you turn to dust in this tomb. Alone, forgotten, with only your secrets for comfort.
Lady Amadia? You possess him. Have you fallen so far that you seek shelter within that?
Silence! It is your king who fell. I flung him into the void along with every last Eternal. And the power you cowards refuse to pursue has made me a god.
You threw them to the void?
What?
Fane understands. He understands that knowledge has no limit. That curiosity cannot be chained.
So wait, she told us that the king destroyed them. But instead it turns out that the gods themselves killed the other Eternals. Didn't kill them, threw them into the void. So we've potentially been killing other Eternals? I seized back control in fury. She lied to me.
The goddess fights back, struggling to regain control, but your grip is strong. You hear a voice hissing in your head. No.
Of course she lied. How could you ever trust a word from her twisted lips? She probably pretended to be overjoyed at your liberation. Did she say that you were special? That you would be anything other than a slave? You idiot. Not that it matters. I sense the king, and I can sense his desire to see you destroyed. I will not even need the Aetherin to grind you to dust.
I say no, explain that we don't need to fight, we can work together. We can try and find the others.
Work together? I was locked in this hell for trying to fix your mistakes. And now you want me to help ease your conscience. You deluded little runt. I was crafting a weapon to kill your gods, while you were sitting out the war in your crypt. And I kept it close. I hid it in these very caves. Although I can feel its distance, it is in the hands of another now. Perhaps they will use it to purge the 7 traitors of all divinity, as I had hoped to.
You can feel a cold fear settle in Amadia's heart. She retreats inside you, curling up defensively.
I have spent too long alone, and now loneliness is the most I can look forward to. Thanks to you, Fane.
Say that it might not be too late. There must be a way to bring everyone back.
It was too late the second you spoke to the 7 lords. It was too late from the moment you betrayed our king. You doomed us, Fane. You doomed us all to this hell. First, I will break your body. Then I will find my creation and cast your cursed gods into the same pit they threw our people.
Amadia doesn't react this time, but you can feel the cold terror gripping her.
But enough talk. It is time you return to a tomb, traitor.
Okay, so I kind of want to reload that and see what, get a different conversation piece. I think I might have just reloaded back to just this 2 seconds. That might have been the start of the fight. Yep. Okay. Ooh, no. Did I save? I guess I didn't. That was dumb. I don't want to backtrack and redo that. What are these? Okay, whatever they are, she can multiply. And damage her own dogs. Okay, he needs to stay here. Give myself an extra turn.
Prepare yourself.
Whirlwind.
Glory is mine.
Whip her. How? You can't bloody see it. Wait, I want unrestricted flight. Got this dog. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention if I got experience for that. We are. Midnight Oil was the quest. Did we finish it? Yeah, we did. Eternal tried to kill us for our source. We killed the Eternal. Pretty good spear. See the leggings. Ooh. Yeah, we're putting those on. See what the belt has. Constitution, luck, initiative, critical strike chance. Okay, we'll equip that. See if any of the other guys need our belt. At a minimum, this would be probably him. Okay, that worked out. Okay, we found the tablet. What's the tablet say? This most curious stone tablet, most of the etchings carved from its faces are not words but pictographs. They do not relate a history or tell a fantastical tale. However, they detail the construction of a scythe. The artifact is not pristine, however. Someone has crudely scratched a modern word below the ancient drawings. Swornbreaker. So we need the haft of the Swordbreaker and the blade of the Swornbreaker, along with the Swornbreaker schematic. So the question is like, oh yeah, we could keep it for ourselves. So it's like, but how? How do I intend to do that when I don't have either of the two pieces? And I guarantee you the idiot who wants this pattern probably does. No. Okay, so we have everything that we were after here.
Oh, how pensively out.
The statue looms in the shadowy as the tears damp.
Stone Garden Graveyard. Heading over here. Wrong way. Wrong way, Nem. The house is this way. Save again. Can I talk to Lizard now?
The masked creature grunts 3 times at the sight of you. It reaches its arm out. Clasped in its hand is a crumpled parchment. You take the page, and the servant returns to its hollow existence.
Godwoken, I've no doubt you return with the tablet in hand. Forgive my presumptuousness, but I've readied my underchamber for your arrival. The entrance is within whispering distance.
The salamander turns away from...
Okay. One last save. Oh, this place is fucking
I smell
pleasant.
sauce in the air. And something else, too. Something rancid.
There you are, Godwoken. I'm eager to hear your good news.
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
Careful now. It's a trap.
My quest was a success.
How marvelous.
Riker's lips tremble impatiently as his eyes dart to your pack.
Show it to me.
I insist that he fulfills his part of the bargain. He'll see the tablet after he teaches us of Source.
He considers you for a moment.
Very well.
Riker closes his eyes and spreads his arms, then recites a series of syllables in the eternal tongue.
I call to the souls of the dead. Your remains, the stone garden's eternal burden, descend from the hall. Surrender your source to the vessel before me.
I stay silent. The ritual must be completed if I am to meet my destiny. If I was playing my own personal character, I probably wouldn't do this.
Riker's voice grows even louder until his words echo from every crevice in the chamber.
Swan and Rince, Crossley and Locke, Quincy, Keller, Harkwood, Haran. An essence yours no longer. Souls and source come forth.
I let Riker finish the ritual.
Cross to the void, so that he might awaken.
The words wrap themselves around you, then slip through your pores. You feel as if you could skate upon water or leap among the clouds. You are no longer less, but more.
It is done. I have brought something to nothing. Drink from the well of source, my friend. I have been true to my word.
And I hand him the tablet. Does he require anything else?
Now that you mention it, there is one other promise I need to keep.
I think I'm gonna go with this.
A shame it has to be this way. I was just getting fond of you.
I feel fire in my blood. I never imagined such power. Oh.
Once more, you feel your soul expand with raw source. Deep inside, your god calls for you again. You should perform the Meister's ritual one last time, here or in Siva's vault.
Alright, it's time to file this stuff. This is a most curious stone tablet. Most of the etchings carved upon the face. Yeah. So this is the thing that lets me learn Swordbreaker. What's this one? There were 2 tablets to learn Swordbreaker. That's weird. Another set of gloves for thievery. Yeah. Warfare and Huntsman. Okay, that's going to a fawn after. Don't need that. Don't need that. Okay. Fawn, you get a new ring. We'll get rid of the blue ring. Keys go in here. on her. We'll put it on you. Don't know what to do with these things, so I'm just gonna put them in the crafting materials.
Good find.
Gonna take this odd metal key. Lots of stuff to loot down here. This guy has a ton of bookcases. Oops. Shoot it. Attack. Attack. Oops, not in line of sight. Attack. There we go.
Flesh and bone severed and stitched. A rather sordid brand of necromancy.
Alright, let's head upstairs.
No keyhole, no handle. There must be a hidden mechanism. This is quite the antiques collection. This is quite the antiques collection. This is quite the antiques collection.
Alright. So, if I was a bad guy, if I ever played a video game, where do they usually keep these switches? Behind the paintings. Or not.
No keyhole, no handle. There must be a hidden mechanism.
So right now I'm gonna see if it's something as simple as I needed to put pressure on these pedestals. Nope. Whatever it might might not be in this part of the room. It could be something in a different part of the house. Okay, I don't think there's anything up here. So we'll go upstairs and see if it's there. I doubt it, it's usually down here.
I've spotted something.
Either way, it is 6:06, so I'm just a smidgen behind, but that will be it for today. Thank you everyone who joined me, and thank you for the new follows that I got today. And I look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow. I raid from 5 to 8, but we come back for Divinity 2 on Thursday at 11 a.m. Until then,